Dan Aziz is on the show, and when we mention your name, he brought up the Beterbiev sparring. What an education for you out there. How do you even begin to explain that experience?
Yeah, well, a massive experience for me. It was a big opportunity. Obviously, I think I just got back off holiday, been to Dominican Republic, and my manager Kevin rang me and said, "Do I want to go and spar Beterbiev?" And to be honest, at first, I didn't realize who it was. I was like, yeah, of course, yeah. I just got told the world champion. I was like, yeah, I got to go sparring, whatever. And then I looked on YouTube at him and I thought, yeah, maybe this isn't the best idea. What have I got myself into? And yeah, so we went over there for the start of December. But the first 3 weeks we went there for, and on the first week, the trainer Mark Ramsey got us in the office and we're just like, can you stay for Christmas or can you come back? So you're doing well, you're challenging him, you're getting good rounds in with him. Can you come back? So I think I was in there for about 6 weeks in total. Yeah, so it was good. Definitely learned a lot in terms of how like a world champion trains, their training set up, and yeah, so it was a good experience. Yeah.
Presumably that tells you where you are at as well. If you're doing 6 weeks with Beterbiev, undeniably the best light heavyweight in the world, some would say, alongside Dimitri Bivol. But what did that tell you about where you're at?
Yeah, 100%. Like I've been sparring, I've sparred a lot of top English guys at both light heavyweight and super middle, like Leron Richards, Lyndon Arthur, and Jose Burton, and a few others like Mark Heffron. And also, I've always known that I'm at a very, very high level in terms of like English fighters. But obviously, he's just the elite of the elite, really. So yeah, it told me a lot about where I was. At least I come back very confident in terms of where my skill set is, where my boxing is. Obviously, a lot to learn, a lot to improve on. But yeah, it would definitely tell me a lot about where I am as a boxer, and I was very happy with it. Yeah.
It is quite a competitive scene, Barry, isn't it? Domestic level, there's a variety of good fighters, good fights that perhaps could be made. The likes of sort of Jermaine Brown, Jack Kilgallen, even Zach Chelly, who's probably on to bigger and better things at the moment. No disrespect to Callum, but he got a big win at light heavyweight, at super middleweight against Anthony Sims, sort of down the line. But in terms of domestic pool, Callum's right in there.
Yeah, no, he really is. Yeah, I just got to say, the fact that Beterbiev had him back for 6 weeks, not only says like a lot about Callum's ability, but his mindset. Because that's hard. They're not easy rounds, are they? They're hard rounds because he's using you. He's using you. You're paying you to bash you up. Let's be honest. And to stay there for 6 weeks, want to stay there. That shows a mental toughness that proves to me that this step into the limelight now that he's going to have won't faze him at all. But he is in a good scene domestically. And Jermaine Brown's the first one. If you just think that, another guy who will fight anybody. Let's be honest. And that's
he's on his way to Italy, isn't he, for a big fight?
Yeah, again, and that's a great fight to be made. And Zach Chelly have shown what it's like when you're willing to take the risk. You can reap the reward. So yeah, it's a really, really exciting time.
Callum, I don't want to get this wrong, but I'm sure you're a Barnsley football fan. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
and I know. Fan. Yeah, you got a good affiliation with the football team. How many? Where are Barnsley on that day? Do you think you'll be able to take a few up to Manchester?
Yeah, we've got a home game. The kickoff's at 3, so hopefully it should be done for 4:45. And I know there's a few of the fans are planning on coming straight over. So hopefully I'm not on too early. I'm not on the YouTube stream. I'm hoping to be on the televised broadcasting. So hopefully I can get on a bit later on and try and get plenty to come through from the game. Yeah.